live. What is going on, people? It's hot as hell today, so we're gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. Just saying. Also, I'm not supposed to be speaking. What up, Mark Woods? What's cracking? DeMarcus Graves, what's happening? That Ruth Thompson, what it do? From Zambia, what? Shout out to Zambia. DJ Sherm, what up? Mrs. B, Courtney Dockery, Bro L. Wise, what up? Summer Breeze, Flexheart Mozart, True Knowledge. Said Carmen Lopez, Bahaman 1964, That Boy Tree, Brandon Terry, God't, London Show, Brian Jones, Travion McClinton, what up? What's up? K Gemma 89, Brian Bennett, what's cracking? The Big Steel, what's up? Neon Black, Lance Ward, what it do? DPRK, what's cracking? Christopher Perkins, what's happening? Emmanuel Townsend, Preston Davis, what's up? Carmen Lopez, I got you. Kevin Wise, what up? Conceptual Elixirs, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat, man. Always hooking me up. Appreciate you, bro. That's going to go to some chicken shawarma next week. I'm going to hold it for some chicken shawarma because I'm off my clearance next week. What up, Wendy Lee? Dwayne Hicks, Melanated Brown. What up? What's that? Shilon Mitchell? I think I got you. Nadine Figueroa Bay, what up? Kimberly Bell, what's happening? Gels, what up, Miss Jeannie? What's up, Mr. Bread and Circus? Cheese Us, the Notorious Just. Oops. Mel Saint, Roderick Roche, what up? What up? Antonio Bryant, Dr. Sinister, Travis Bailey, Caramel Soldier, I like that. Faraya L, El Aqua, El Gart, Philly Bell, Celestial Samurai. I think I got everybody in here so far. What up? Make sure you take your shoes off, please. Got people from Zambia taking their shoes off. I know my American people gonna take your shoes off. Appreciate you, Gerald Jelks. Appreciate you for the chicken shawarma. I'm holding it, baby. I got about 4 more days on my cleanse. So I'm gonna hold it. Appreciate you for the chicken shawarma donation. Appreciate everybody coming in here, showing up on this hot ass Saturn's day. I know it's hot as hell where you at, because it's hot here. Preston Davis, appreciate you. I'm gonna have to finish that God Class 30 on my truck route tomorrow. Oh, that's what's up. I'll talk about it. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I put out, for people who don't know, I put out a God class early this morning. It's God Class number 30. So y'all know I have 40-something odd God classes that I did in 2000. Well, I think I did in 2019. Haven't released any of them. These were private classes that I did because people paid for these classes. So I think I only got about maybe 8 of them on the channel. So I will release them periodically. But this one is a long one. It's about 5 hours, so you know, sit back and you can watch it in pieces if you need to. It's pretty long. I'm not editing them because I ain't got time to be doing that. So I put it on there. You scroll through it, find what you like. I say watch the whole thing, but you know, scroll through it and find what you like. But it's about 5 hours of good information. So make sure you watch that. Anybody who ordered police stop law packages, they're out. I sent them. You should have got a notification yesterday that the package is in the mail. It's gone. So don't hit me up saying where is it. So appreciate that. But like I said, man, it's hot as hell here today. It's like 80, and I don't want to hear that ain't hot. 83 is hot. It's 83 degrees out where I'm at, so that's hot to me. I'm hearing everybody else say, well, it's 94 over here. It's 100 degrees. Hey, look here. I ain't tell you to live where you live. I didn't tell you to live where you live. Don't be hating on me because I got 83-degree hot. And that shit is still hot. You can hear the fan going right now. But appreciate y'all for showing up because it's damn sure hot as hell. And everybody who hit me on the Cash App, I appreciate you guys. That's Real Nagas. Cash App, Real Nagas #9. And anybody who be on the Patreon, you want status classes, you want to learn the status classes from Patreon, go to patreon.com/realnagas, and you can learn the status classes at the highest level. If you subscribe, when you subscribe to the highest level, I give you the paperwork, your status paperwork for free. If you can explain it, you have to explain it. I don't just give you a loaded handgun, loaded bazooka, and just tell you to go out and go to a club with it. You gotta make sure. I have to make sure that you know the paperwork. So when you can learn the paperwork, you're able to explain it to me, then I give you the paperwork. But appreciate you guys again for showing up. Anybody want to join the Know Your Rights Foundation to learn some law? Get you one of these beautiful certifications. Get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org again, or KYRF.org. That's the short URL. Sign up as a volunteer. We teach you the law for free. I mean, for free. I feel some of y'all be taking that for granted. Like, we just gonna be doing this. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this, y'all. So you better get me while I can. I'm a cardinal sign. I got 10 cardinal signs in my chart, which means I'm just able to just do whatever. Anybody who know astrology, cardinal signs just do whatever. They don't give you no warning. So you better get over there while you can. Some people they falling in after seeing me promoted for about a couple years, then you're falling in. I appreciate that, but all of y'all who's sitting on the fence and you're waiting, get your butt on over there, knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Sign up as a volunteer, and you working for one of these, like I said, one of these beautiful certifications right here, and then you go back, you take that information, you go back out and teach the community. That's the deal. For learning it for free, learn this, and go pass it on. You know, you got to pay it forward. That's how we gonna raise 1 million Johnny Cochrans. I can't do all this by myself. I can't teach all y'all by myself. I can't teach all y'all by myself, and I'm not gonna do it even if I could. So I need y'all to join. What is it? What is that? Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. Y'all better join the caravan. Get on here. But I appreciate everybody for showing up. And everybody who signed up to the Know Your Rights Foundation, who's taking that on. I appreciate you guys too. Who sang that song? Who sang that song? Oh, was that that wasn't the Isleys, was it? It was the Isleys? Caravan of Love? Oh, okay, maybe. Damn, I didn't know. I didn't know that was the Isleys. That ain't the Isley Brothers. Are y'all sure? You sure that's the Isley? It's the Isley Brothers. I gotta go check that. I gotta do a fact check on that one. I ain't sure that's the Isley Brothers. That's my song though. So everybody, Timmy Tight Top came back through. Finally with my juices. Boy, I'm gonna send the APB out for you, Timmy Tight Top, boy. You need to come with my juices. I was about to send a search party out for you, son. But he came through, got my juices, got my weed juices back. Right here, you make sure you want to sign up, get you some weed juices, Timmy Tight Top. He got a new number, about to get his website back too next week, so he's revamping everything. So the number, if you want it today, you want it this week before he gets the website up, is 323-776-2587. That's 2587. Again, 323-776-2587. If you want some of these delicious juices, this is Banana Dream, apple, orange, and banana. He gave me all dessert juices. I like it. You know I'm on my cleanse, Timmy Tight Top, but I'll take it, baby. So this is the Banana Dream. And you know, this is the God one right here, the surprisingly sweet. This is the grapefruit, cantaloupe, and pear. Off the chain, off the chitane, right here. And this is another dessert one right here. This is called the tropical pear, right here. This is pineapple, pear, apple, ginger, and mint. Ooh, boy. pineapple, apple, ginger, and mint. Off the chain right there. And then he had to slide in one of these healthy ones. Thank you, Timmy Tight Top. No, the healthy ones are off the chain. If you're cleansing, help you get to cleanse, help you get your weight down. You know, make this a part of your lifestyle. You want to be healthy as a part of your lifestyle. This is the green lemonade. This is cucumber, romaine, lettuce, spinach, kale, lemon, ginger, apple, and pear. There's a whole lot of stuff in there. Cleanse you out. Make sure you stay by the bathroom. You get some of these. But this is off the chain right here. And then he brought me some of the shots. This is like turmeric, ginger, and some garlic, all kind of stuff. This is the anti-inflammatory, and this is the ginger grenade right here. The ginger grenade is apple, ginger, and lemon, and pear. So I appreciate that because you know I'm cleansing. So gotta hook me up with the cleanse shots. So again, I gave you the number. If you want some of those juices, 323-776-2587, or go to wejuice.com. His website will be up next week. He showed it to me, so I saw it. His work is being worked on. Had some kinks had to be worked out with his website. So they'll be back up and you can order from the website next week. So appreciate Timmy Tight Top. And want to thank everybody who sent out the well wishes for my friend Tamara, who's the sister of Dr. B Serious. Y'all know Dr. B. He's on Black Magic 363 a lot. Dope brother, cool brother, but his sister is going through some stuff with cancer, and she needs the collective consciousness to help heal her. You know, the mind is all. If y'all know the Kabbalion, all is mind. So if we get all of our collective thoughts on that, put it out there to the universe, boom, that'll help heal her. It will heal her. We got to put it out there as a positive. So please help me do that again this week until she gets healed. We're going to help. I'm going to ask you guys for your help in putting out that healing energy for her. So again, this is Dr. B Serious's sister, Tamara. Help heal her with me. I appreciate you guys for that and all the well wishes that you sent last week. But we got to keep it going, baby. We got to keep it going till she's fully healed. So appreciate you guys on that. And then, last thing, like my man said, he's watching the God class number 30. I got about 40-something God classes on. I have about maybe 8 loaded up right now. And so, you know, you can go up, like I said, watch it at your leisure. It's about 5 hours. Now, my God classes, I didn't intend to put the God classes on YouTube, just so we're clear. I did those as private classes, so I'm a lot looser in those classes. I'm free flowing. You know, I'm probably cursing a lot more than I probably do when you probably see me in the live stream. But I curse. I'm not gonna sit up here and hold it. I curse. I'm a very aggressive dude. I have 18 aggressive signs out of a possible 22. Anybody play spades? Got a possible 13 books. So out of a possible 22 books, I got 18. So that's just how I am, man. I grew up around Bloods and Crips. So that's just how my energy is. Now, if you understand anything about learning, you're going to have to sit through things that you may not want to sit through to get the information, to pull the information that you need. I watch a whole bunch of niggas I hate all week. I promise you. I watch a whole bunch of niggas I don't like so I can get the information from what they're trying to spit out. So again, if you can't sit through the information, then you ain't ready for it. That's just how that goes. If you can't sit through the information because if you don't like the way it's being delivered, then it ain't for you at the time. So somebody hit me up and said, man, can you curse less? Well, these classes weren't meant to be put on YouTube. So I'm more free flowing in those classes because it was a much more relaxed setting. We was chilling with everybody. But if you can't handle that, don't watch them. That's what I'm gonna say. If you can't handle me cursing, don't watch them. If you don't know who you're dealing with by now, and again, I'm a wordsmith. I can vacillate from articulate speech to a little hood speech. That's where I go. I can move in between those spaces, and so that's what I usually like to do. And but don't try to test me on my word knowledge because I'll smash you. And just so you know, you guys want to talk about using profanity. I talked about this before. People who use profanity are usually considered among the smartest people. But the word profanity is, do you understand what the word profanity means? Thank you, Broderick Enoch. Appreciate you on my chicken shawarma donation. I'm going to hold that till next week. But you guys know what profanity means? It doesn't mean to talk harshly. Just so we're clear. Profanity doesn't mean to talk harshly. It's an ancient word. It comes from, they equate it with the church. Those who weren't involved in the church. Unecclesiastical or people who weren't involved in the church. However, it goes back to being an initiate in the temple. So it was the person who wasn't let inside the temple. He was the person who was on the outside of the temple, and they supposedly weren't let in the temple because they were supposedly deemed not worthy. However, I'm not a joiner. I'm not trying to join no temple. I create my own temples. So unless if you want this information, you better get your ass in the real Naga temple and get the damn information and stop complaining about how it's delivered, goddamn. You understand? That's all I'm saying. Like I said, though, those classes weren't meant to be put on YouTube, so they may be a little harsh, you know, in my language when I'm talking, because like I said, I'm more relaxed in those classes. But if you can't take it, don't watch them. That's all I got to say. Because tell you right now, you grew up where I grew up, hey, you would talk that way too. Around them Bloods and Crips, boy, they didn't play that shit. So appreciate everybody for showing up, watching. Check out the God classes. It's on the Aboriginals, how the ancient Aboriginals of the Americas, the melanated Aboriginals of the Americas, all the Americas, not just North America. It goes into all the different Americas. So, and it's showing clips of the 500 nations. So if you know that documentary, 500 Nations, that Kevin Costner did in the 90s, he's breaking off all these Aboriginal nations, melanated. He's showing the dark-skinned, melanated Aboriginals in these videos. So check that out and get you some knowledge on your ancient history. All right, everybody. And just so you know, if you're anybody who watched Bobby Hemmett, if you're an old school cat, you watch Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett used to curse like he invented it. So shout out to Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett, boy. Bobby Hemmett, that boy didn't pull no punches on no language, nowhere, no how. So shout out to Bobby Hemmett, because Bobby right there, boy. You say I F with Bobby Hemmett? Yep. Bobby Hemmett don't play. So shout out to Bobby Hemmett. I'm in the line of that teaching. So let's get it going. Did y'all see the presidential debacle that happened on Thursday? The presidential train wreck that they called the debate. I know you saw it. God damn, that was hard to watch. I'm telling you, it was hard to watch. And we know how messed up Biden is too. We know how jacked up Biden is, but dang, that was hard to watch. That looked like elder abuse. That looked like somebody just beating on an old man in the middle of the street trying to take his lunch money. It was just sad. Like Trump, you can see Trump felt so bad. He didn't even take no shots at the nigga. He felt so bad. He was like, it's like shooting duck in a barrel, nigga. I can't even. He gave him one shot. He was like, when he said something, and he was like, in America. And he was like, Trump was like, I don't even know what he said. I don't know what he said at the end of that, but I don't even think he know what he said. It was just bad. It was terrible. This nigga was freezing up and I mean, damn, he was like, come on. I was even trying to root, come on, Joe, get it out, baby. I hate Joe Biden. But I'm like, come on, Joe. You can say 2 sentences. Put 2 sentences together, my nigga. Just 2. That's all I need you to do. Man, it was bad. And then the Democrats, they've been first of all gaslighting and bullshitting for so long. Joe Biden's a great president. He's all of his mental faculties. When he's in the room by himself, he's so sharp. He's the sharpest person I've ever seen. He's sharper than he's ever been. This is what they've been saying. All the while we seeing this nigga turn off and walk in the middle of nowhere. Just walking nowhere. Obama got to help the nigga off the stage because he froze on stage. He just froze like, Obama's like, bring your bitch ass off the stage, fool. You better get your... I mean, we seeing all of this. We seeing all of this stuff, and they still on... Joe Biden, he has all of his mental faculties as smart as he ever was. Like, that Joe Biden? Like, that Joe Biden. You ain't talking about a Joe Biden that live in Minnesota somewhere? Not another Joe Biden? Are you sure? Because this Joe Biden, that nigga ain't even alive. Not really. I mean, it was just bad, y'all. So, if you want to have a good laugh, and it ain't even, you know what? I was laughing at first, like I said, it was so bad. You felt bad for him. I thought Trump was going to be like, I'll give anybody in here $10,000 if they can make sense of what this nigga just said. That's what I would have did. I would have clowned him like that. I got $10,000 for anybody who can make sense of what this fool just said. 20,000. But it was just, woo. So they trying to call to get him out. Now they don't want him in there. We gotta put somebody else in. We need to take him out. We gotta get him out of there. And so they're talking about who's the next person. So they want Gavin Newsom, which is the governor of California. And let me tell you right now, being in this damn state, he sucks. Gavin Newsom sucked. He can EAD all day. Gavin Newsom, you can EAD. Because Gavin Newsom is terrible. I mean, if that boy gets picked, goddamn, he gonna destroy what's left of America. But they can't do Gavin Newsom because Kamala is in the way. They can't, like, they want him to leapfrog Kamala, but that's gonna have all the melanated sisters, the Democratic melanated sisters, be like, hold up. Soon as they started talking about putting Gavin Newsom in there, them sisters, you ain't about to skip Kamala. Kamala's next in line, and bloop, 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 blah. We gonna get Kamala in there, and blah, blah, blah. And Kamala don't even know her damn name. Kamala don't even know what the hell is going on. Have you seen Kamala speak in front of a camera? Kamala don't know what the hell is going on. But so now we got some real crap going on right now. So they can't let Biden go to the end. They can't. And they supposed to have another debate. They supposed to have another goddamn debate, y'all. And when is it? They supposed to have another debate in September. They supposed to have another debate. What's the odds Joe Biden is gone before September? What y'all put on it? What y'all put? What do y'all think? Y'all think he gonna be gone by September? I think he gonna be gone. A lot of people saying they can't get him out unless he decides to leave himself, right? He got to decide to leave himself. Or they got to do, what is it, the 25th Amendment. So they got to do the 25th Amendment. President Davis said 2-1? You giving it 2-1? We gonna see, President Davis, that's all you give it? He said, I give it 2-1. That's because just so you know, 2-1 means it's pretty probable. If he's only giving you 2-1 odds, he thinks it's pretty much gonna happen. It's a pretty damn near done deal that is probably gonna happen. Because they cannot afford this nigga to go up on stage like he did 2 nights ago and this nigga was just, that nigga froze. Leah, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, girl. I mean, whoo, that was a train wreck. And what do you think Putin and Kim Jong-il and homeboy from China, what's his name? Nigga from China, Xi Jinping. What you think they think when they was looking at that? Also, Netanyahu. What you think all of them, they looking at this like, we want that nigga. They looked at Biden. They said, we want that nigga. Let's do everything we can to get that fool back in office. We need him in office because goddamn, if Biden is in office, we run everything. When you got somebody like that in the office right there, he ain't checking nobody else in the world. He letting them do whatever. When Trump was in office, whatever your thoughts may be on Trump, good or bad, no wars. This nigga, no wars. He didn't get into any wars, nor did anybody else get into a war or any armed conflict while Trump was in office, because they think that nigga crazy as hell. He gonna send a goddamn nuclear Scud missile up their ass if they get out of line. That's what they think. So they like, nah, we gonna hold off a little bit. Yeah, we want to invade Serbia, but that nigga over there, that nigga crazy. That nigga crazy right there. We gonna hold off a little bit. So, just saying, whatever your thoughts are on that nigga, he prevents other crazy people from doing crazy stuff because he got the biggest bazooka on the block. So, man, that was a train wreck watching that. And then, what's up with old Van Jones? I mean, this fool, I can't stand this nigga. What is up with Van Jones? I almost cried. He always crying with his bitch ass. This nigga always crying. He cried when Biden got elected. Now he crying because Biden can't put two goddamn words together and he probably pooping on stage. You just always crying with your bitch ass, nigga. Goddamn. It brought me to tears. It just brought me to tears to see this. It just brought me, nigga, shut up. Will somebody get Van Jones bitch ass off the goddamn TV, please? I mean, goddamn, he make niggas look bad. He is such a beta male. I mean, goddamn. He ain't even a beta male. He's like a C male, a female. Because that nigga, whew. So, we'll see what's going on. I give it the odds. I say I'm pretty damn sure by the next debate, I think it's in September. I think that maybe it's August, but I think it's in September. By that time, that nigga gonna be, Joe Biden is gonna be out of here some way, somehow. Watch they try to get him out of here. But watch the other, like all the political leaders, the leaders of those countries that I just named, Putin, Kim Jong-il, Netanyahu, Xi Jinping, they all gonna try to do something to keep him elected. They're gonna try to keep him in office. Watch all the bots. They're gonna probably put the bot army to try to make it seem like Joe Biden is still good. I mean, you're gonna see all these things coming out to try to push Joe Biden as the top candidate because they need him in office if they're gonna continue their bullshit. Because all of these cats are committing bullshit around the world. You see Putin and Kim Jong-il just matched up. Netanyahu is going crazy around the world, just dropping bombs on a bunch of people. Xi Jinping is just taking over every goddamn thing. China is taking over every damn thing. So they need Biden in office for that to pop off. So we'll see. Yeah, they may. Somebody say AI? Is that what that is? AI? They probably gonna have. Is that Biden? They gonna make Biden AI, or they gonna use AI to steal the election? I say they are probably gonna use AI to steal the election. I think they're gonna do that, but we'll see. So moving along, we always talking about this dude. He seems to be in the news periodically, every week, at least every other week that I come here. Your boy Brandon Johnson. What is up, Chicago? What is going on, Chicago? Why we gotta be talking about Brandon Johnson every damn week? What is up with that dude? I mean, something coming out about him every week. So now we are in the new age, the air age, where you can't hide all of your bullshit. Just so you know, if you're doing messed up stuff in this new air age, it's probably gonna come back on you really quick. Remember, information moves around very fast in air. Wi-Fi, that's air, right? So if you do some foul stuff, it's gonna come back. It's gonna get found out real soon. So Brandon Johnson, he can't hide nothing. So first of all, he came out and tried to blame the immigrants in Chicago on the Texas governor. Excuse me. He tried to blame it on the Texas governor. He said, the Texas governor is attacking the country. He's attacking the whole country by sending illegal immigrants to the states that said, we want illegal immigrants. So you said you was a sanctuary state or city for him, because he's only a mayor. He can't say it for the state. But you said you was a sanctuary city. So what that mean, you said, come bring us your tired, you're hungry, your poor masses. So the Texas governor was like, see that nigga right there? He said, go with him. That nigga right there with the makeup on. So you called for him, Brandon Johnson. You can't be talking about somebody is attacking the country because they doing what you asked. That make no damn sense. Like, nigga, you asked me for a hamburger and I go get you a damn burger. You're attacking my stomach. How dare you? You're attacking it. Like, nigga, didn't you just ask for a burger? I don't care. I don't want a burger from McDonald's. Get me a Five Guys burger. Get me a turkey burger from Burger Lounge. Don't bring me this fucking McDonald's shit. Wait, nigga, you can't. You asked for a burger, nigga. You can't tell me where to get it from. You can't tell me where to get the burger from, nigga. You take this burger, shut the fuck up, and go eat. You're attacking my stomach. So, Brandon Johnson, you are full of shit. Because then a lawsuit by a private company, somebody sued him or sued the city. And then they exposed that he's been hiding money going to illegal immigrants. So I came out with this before, how he was spreading this money out through these different NGOs, which are non-governmental organizations in Chicago, right? So he hires what he thinks he's doing is putting money, he's taking the money from the taxpayers' money and he's hiring what he calls black businesses, and he's giving the money to the black businesses to take care of the illegal immigrants. However, they're not taking care of the illegal immigrants. These niggas are pocketing the money. They're pocketing the money, and and for them to pocket the money, some of that money got to be going back to Brandon Johnson. I'm just allegedly. I'm just saying. It would seem that some of that money would have to be funneling back to your boy Brandon Johnson somehow. Now, I don't know how, but they came up, they said he's been hiding millions of dollars, meaning he's been giving these organizations millions of dollars, but he's not putting it on the website, the city website, the Chicago website of allocated funds. So he just so when you go in there and look like, you look at the allocated funds to these different organizations or illegal immigrants, and it says only this, and this. But then they found out, like, wait a minute, what about this $150,000 right here that you paid to these niggas? What about the $2 million you paid to these people over here? And Brandon Johnson goes, this is what he said when they asked him about it, because they said they couldn't find the funds on the website. He said, we've posted all of the money that we've spent. Everything that we've spent, it's posted on the website. You can go there, you can look, all the money. But like, nigga, we got paperwork right here that says you not fun. Nigga, we got it right here. Everything we spent is on the website. That nigga was sticking to it. That nigga was holding on to them guns. even though they had the paperwork right there showing it to him. And like, nigga, look, what do you look? Do you see this? Everything we spent, we put it on the website. All right, nigga. It don't look like it, but okay, we'll say that's true, maybe. So there's a lawsuit. So the lawsuit shows that Chicago has spent. So he was saying it was more in the ballpark around 100 million, because I said this last week about 100 million that he has spent. Yeah, this one. So he thinks he's increasing black jobs by giving this money to these NGOs, but all of them aren't black, all of or melanated. These aren't all run by melanated people, but a lot of them are. Just like in New York, what's his name? Mayor Adams in New York is also doing the same thing. He's taking that money and funneling it to black businesses, what he call black businesses, and he feels that he's boosting, the black economy by doing that. Now, I can't really hate, but if they not doing their job, don't just be handing niggas money for no reason. Give them money because they're actually doing something worth giving them money for. Again, this whole, we just all need to, we need to win for no reason, getting participation, what is it, the new generation getting participation trophies. You're a great participant. You didn't win. You didn't win. You didn't even cross the finish line. But man, you stood out. Your uniform that you wore was awesome. It was shiny. It was colorful. I mean, it had your name on the back. It was great, man. Oh, your shoes. Oh, your shoes were off the chain. So here, great participation. Like, nigga, no. Give them something for doing something. When the meritocracy has to come back. In order for you to get paid and do something in order for you to get paid money or anything, in order for you to receive something, you should be doing something for that. Something of worth, something of value. You shouldn't just because you exist and you got a skin tone. So he's been giving that money. It said he spent over $400 million on illegal immigrants in Chicago, most of which is not posted on the website. He telling you it's close to around 100 million when it's $300 million. Now, where you think Brandon Johnson is pocketing some of that money, y'all? Is Brandon Johnson saying, take the big stack of money. Here you go. Oh, hold on, brother. Let me shoot. That's for the house. There you go. Chip off a little bit, break off a little bit off the top for the house. You know how they do it. When you go to the casino, the house got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you this little stack of chips, but hold on real second, pimp. Hold on, pimp. Let me take off a little bit off the stack for the house. There you go, brother. So Brandon Johnson is the house. And he take a little bit, which some reason said, Jess. That's what he doing. Jess, let me take a little money for the house, brother. Let me take a little money. So Brandon Johnson getting paid over there, y'all. No accountability. No checks and balances on where this money is going. All you Chicago people over there, your taxes, he is taking all of your money and giving it to organizations for nothing. Organizations who are supposed to be feeding the illegal immigrants, housing the illegal immigrants, paying them millions of dollars a month. It's just crazy. This shit is crazy right now. What is it? What they say? One hotel is charging because they let one hotel has flipped and converted into an illegal immigrant apartment building. Yo, S. Montgomery, appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. That's going on my chicken shawarma. But one of the hotels, they converted into a legal immigrant apartment building. Guess how much they getting per room, y'all, per month? This is crazy. Guess how much they getting per month? and this is only, and most of the rooms are only singles. They're not even one bedrooms or anything like that. They're singles. They're getting, no, you said $1,000? No, y'all way off. Each room, they're getting $5,600 a room per month. You heard me correctly. $5,600. That's $5,600 a month for rent for a single, not a studio. And just got a little hot plate, like a little stove, whatever. No bedrooms. They took a camera into the rooms. They all jacked up. These people are tearing up the damn apartment. I'm tearing up the hotel rooms. And they're getting $5,600. Do you know what you can get in Los Angeles for $5,600 a month? You can live in Beverly Hills. In Los Angeles, you can live in Beverly Hills for less than that. You can live in Beverly Hills. You can get a 2-bedroom apartment in Beverly Hills for about $3,800 to about $4,500, depending on how big they are. $5,600. Boy, Brandon Johnson. And then remember, he took $30,000 for hair and makeup. If I'm in Chicago, tell you right now, nigga, wherever Brandon Johnson showed up, I'd be like, bitch, where my money, nigga? Every time he showed up, anytime he do a press conference, he would not be able to do a press conference in silence at all. He showed up to one place, he showed up to one rally, they booed the shit out of him. They booed the shit out of that nigga so bad, he had to get off stage. Thank you, Chicago, I love you. I love you. They boo, motherfucker, fuck you, baby. Get off the stage, nigga, fuck you. they were like, boo, boo. I love you guys. Thank you, Chicago. Goddamn. Like, if you don't get your bitch ass off the stage, man. So, and then they said the owners of these companies are not spending the money on the people. They're spending it on lavish lifestyles, buying fat cars. The owners of these places who are supposed to be housing illegal immigrants and shit and supposed to be feeding them, they're buying luxury cars with the money. They showed buying luxury cars. I'm telling you right now, if I'm in Chicago, somebody getting smacked. Somebody getting slapped up. Because you ain't about to take my money and give it to, pay $5,600 a month for rent for an illegal immigrant, nigga, when I'm struggling over here, nigga, to pay $1,500 a month in rent. And I'm sure, like, in Chicago, rent probably cheaper than that. Or that may be for what, a 2-bedroom or something in Chicago. That ain't even a 1-bedroom in Los Angeles, $1,500. just so you know, $1,500 is only gonna get you a studio in Los Angeles. But $5,600 though, I'm in Beverly Hills, baby. I'm right there in Beverly Hills, $5,600. So if y'all live in Chicago, y'all need to get on them fools. Or Brandon Johnson. So moving along. So the Biden administration, because we're talking about some new Khazaria, got to get into some new Khazaria news. But the Biden administration, they greenlit new Khazaria's plan to invade Lebanon. Now, they already in a war with Hamas, Palestine. They about to get into it with Iran. Remember, they took out Iran's people in the embassy, so Iran had to shoot back at them. So they vowed that they was going to retaliate and hit Iran back. So now that's 2 wars that New Khazaria is in. Then they said they want to go to war with Lebanon. And America said, sure. Which means, all that means is You want weapons? That's what that means. It means, do you want weapons to go to war? Now, that means America, yo, one immaculate, appreciate you. Say, Kev, he says, is Tiffany Haynier arrested yet? I don't know. I haven't checked up on her. I haven't checked. I don't think so, though. I'm sure we would have heard if they was. But, so that means America's going to be giving your money. Let's just get this straight. You pay taxes. It's your money. America's going to be giving money to Ukraine. Gave them $200 billion. $200 billion. Do you know that $200 billion that America's giving Ukraine is more money than they've given New Khazaria the whole time? They've been giving money to New Khazaria. They haven't given them $200 billion. $200 billion they're giving to Ukraine, and they haven't even given that to New Khazaria the whole time. They've been giving money to New Khazaria, right? So that means you're going to be giving money to Ukraine and bombs, because we're going to talk about Ukraine just bombed civilians in Crimea. You know, civilians are supposed to be off the table, but now Ukraine don't give a shit because everybody dying over in Ukraine, so they just bombed a bunch of civilians. They hitting civilian targets now. So money for Ukraine and bombs, money and bombs for New Khazaria, for Hamas, Iran, and now about to be Lebanon. God damn. This is crazy. So those are four different wars. 4 that they about to get. They bunch. Now, what if somebody attacks America? What if somebody attacks America, y'all? They're giving money and weapons, all the weapons that America has, the stockpile. They're giving them all to 2 different countries. What if somebody attacks? Then, remember, China is about to threaten. Damn. Forgot the country. The country that make the superconductors. What is it? Taiwan. So if China goes over and tries to invade Taiwan, then that means America said, we promise we gonna help them too. So goddamn, when do America say, look, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna be over here, you know, eating my chicken shawarma. If anybody want me, yeah, I'm about to be at the chicken shawarma spot. Anybody attack America, then come get me. But no, they ain't trying to be the world police for everybody. What the hell is going on? Depleting the stockpile of America. Then when somebody wants to hit America, America ain't got no damn weapons. This seemed like a plan, an on-purpose plan. This seems like this is on purpose. Somebody is doing this on purpose. And they can only do this because you got a sleeping dead nigga or walking dead dude in the Oval Office. That's the only way they can pull this off. This is literally them raping the coffers of America while Biden is sitting there. Did you see that nigga fall asleep in the debate? That nigga dozed off. This nigga dozed off in the debate, y'all. Did y'all see that? That nigga was, while Trump was talking, he tried to act like he was looking down at his paper for notes, at his notes, and he said, this nigga was, that nigga was like, hey, nigga, you in a debate. Wake up, nigga. Wake your ass up. So this nigga went to sleep in the debate, but he's sleeping in the Oval Office, which is why they're able to do all this shit. So then, speaking of New Khazaria, staying with New Khazaria, there was a video showed the IDF. This is crazy. The IDF, they just be wilding out. New Khazaria is wilding out because they know they run the world right now. They just know they run everything, so they don't got to answer to nobody. Because they had a Palestinian dude. I don't know if you've seen the video. They had a live Palestinian dude tied to the bumper of an armed vehicle. And this is not even in Palestine or Gaza. This was in where was this at? I think it was in the West Bank, but it wasn't in like it was somewhere near the West Bank. But they rolling through the town with a live nigga strapped to the bumper like this. Hey, somebody help me! This nigga was just strapped to the bumper like as they roll around. This nigga just. They just strapped a live human person to their bumper, y'all. These niggas is crazy. They like, nigga, if we hit a bomb, if we hit an IED, if we hit one of these damn landmines, you going first, my nigga. This is man, this is jacked up. That's gotta be a war crime. That's gotta be a goddamn war crime for you to tie a person to the bumper of your damn truck and roll around with that nigga alive. just he couldn't move and shit. Man, I was like, hold up, man. These niggas is crazy. Then that was while they doing that, they attacked another tent camp. They attacked another camp of tents to try to get one Hamas person. They killed 25 people and injured 50 people to get maybe one dude. When does this stop? Egyptian deity, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank everybody for hitting the super chat. Appreciate y'all. Yo, y'all, when does the killing stop? It's got to stop at some damn point, man. It's like if you're connected at any point consciously, you have to at some point feel this. Anybody watch the Star Wars when and this was the Revenge of the Sith, and it was called Order 66. If this is only from a Star Wars people, but Order 66 was the emperor who turned out to be, the evil emperor, but at that time he was Chancellor Palpatine. It was called Order 66. And he ordered all the Jedi to be taken out by the clones, right? And so while they was taking out, the dark Sith. While they were taking out all the Jedi, it was like they took out all the Jedi at once, kind of like Michael Corleone did. You ever see The Godfather with Michael Corleone when he was getting his godson, or it was his nephew, but they wanted him to be his sister wanted him to be the godfather of his nephew, and he was getting baptized or whatever it is in the Catholic Church. He was getting coronated or baptized or whatever. And while he was getting baptized in the church, Michael Corleone had all 5 of the mob heads taken out at the same time. That was crazy. So that's kind of the same thing. But in Order 66, Palpatine took out all the Jedi at the same time. And then Yoda was like, there's a disturbance in the Force. He felt it. Like when all the people died, Yoda was like, oh. Yoda he felt it, all the deaths. He was like, there's a lot of death. There's a lot of death. There's a disturbance in the Force. If you connected, you should be feeling this. All these people dying, most of them innocent women and children, you got to feel that on some level, man. And they just keep killing people and hiding it and acting like nobody's going to care. But you wanted people, New Khazaria wanted people to care when they keep playing up this, we were thrown in ovens 100 years ago. But you're supposed to care about that, but not care about them killing damn near the same amount of people. That makes no goddamn sense. So, at some point in time, this karmic energy, you just can't kill that many people without it coming back on you. I know they think they got the, you know, the rituals down and all the rest of that where they can bypass their karma and all that, but no, it's not going to be like that. And so this is their time. This is their time. They're falling right now. So, and they need to fall because they some evil niggas. The government. We're talking about the New Khazarian government, not the New Khazarian people. Well, some of the New Khazarian people, now let me take that back, because a lot of them New Khazarian people actually want them to do it. I mean the Khazarians around the world who are not over in Israel, who are not Zionists. Because the people who are over there, the citizens, they really want this to happen. They want Netanyahu, even though they hate that nigga, they want him to keep doing it. They said, we want to wipe out all the Palestinians. We don't know there are no good Palestinians and blah, blah, blah. So all of this karma is about to come back on you, New Khazarian. You can't take out that many people in the universe without there being a giant karmic backlash. Just like the Moors. The Moors was messing up for thousands of years. And now look where all the Moors are around the world. This is called collective karma. That's why melanated people are in the position they are today, because a bunch of them dragon Moors, damn dragon Moors, was around here just smacking people up, demanding tribute when they rolled up on the beach. Where your women at? Where your kids at? Give me some food, little nigga. They was doing it. You wasn't part of the Moorish Empire. You got, and there was no Moorish Empire really, but there was different sects of Moors. Because we didn't call ourselves Moors, they called us Moors because of our dark skin. But if you weren't a part of the Muslim, they called the Muslim Empire, you got smacked up. That's just the way it was. You got smacked up. And when the Moors took over the land, now they didn't do as bad as Caucasians did when they took over the land and just kill everybody. The Moors would allow you to live and they would let you practice your own religion. However, you had to be, you were turned into a second-class citizen when the Moors took over your land until you converted to Islam. Then when you converted to Islam, then you were able to be a part of the ruling class or the upper class. So the Moors had a different, they had a different outlook on that type of stuff. They didn't smash as hard. Well, they did too, because they was cutting off babies' heads. Let me say this shit. They was cutting off babies' heads and shit. But after they took over, after they took out all the people they needed to take out, then they ran the place with some, they were kind of chill the way they ran the place. But this is going down right now, and New Khazaria has some collective karma coming back, which means this is their downfall, which is about time for that because they've been running the world too damn long. So keep on doing it if you want to. So then, like I said, Ukraine killed up some civilians in Crimea. But then this is the big news that came out. Yo, Transcendental, appreciate you. Perpetual war is the goal. Yep. AIPAC supports it. And Trump is non-interventionalist. Yeah. Van Jones, ultimate simp. Yep. Agree with everything you said. Everything you said. Now, it came out, but I'm about to say, we say Trump is a non-interventionist. Now, it could be because they have something on him. Now, I think if they would have had something on him, they probably would have came out with it already. However, this just came out about because somebody is suing Epstein. There's a victim, one of Epstein's victims is suing the estate. So they said one of the young girls who he supposedly had on the island, and she said he raped her one day. So she's suing the estate because she said Epstein raped her, right? While he was on the island. But then she said that was coming when she filed. A lot of this stuff was coming out in her filings that said Epstein used to brag all the time that he was Mossad, or Mossad, the way you say it. Not Mossad, that's the way niggas say it. Nigga, you Mossad, nigga. But no, he was Mossad, the Israeli intelligence, right? That's like the CIA for Israel. And they said he used to brag about it all the time, to where he would kind of say it like he was threatening her if she tried to leave or if she tried to expose anything. He was like, yo, you know, my homies down at Mossad, tear your ass up, bitch. Don't you fucking go around here talking no crazy shit, you understand, boy? The homie, though, you see that nigga right there, that crazy looking nigga? That nigga is Mossad right there. So he was using him being a part of Mossad to terrorize all of the victims, the underage victims and the ones who were slightly above age. Because Ghislaine Maxwell, this came out back in the day, but Ghislaine Maxwell, she was also Mossad, right? How did she get in Mossad? Because of her daddy. Her daddy is part of Mossad. Now, if you want to know something about her daddy, go look at the movie that came out on Apple TV, Tetris. Y'all seen that movie Tetris? First of all, it's a good damn movie. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie Tetris. Really good movie. It's a movie about how the video game Tetris got made. And it was made by a Russian. It was made by a Russian dude, but you know, Russians was communist back, you know, they're still communist, sort of. But there was communism, you know, the USSR. And this is why communism is so bad, because anything you make in a communist society don't belong to you. It belonged to the state, right? It belonged to the government. So homeboy made the Tetris game, and the government, you know, so a game buyer, a new Khazarian game buyer he was over there buying games, and he saw the Tetris game. It was on the old computer where you got the black screen and the green letters. It was that old, right? So he had made it out of symbols. The first Tetris game was made out of symbols. And so the dude saw it, went over there, he wanted to buy it because everybody in the whole country loved the game. I'm kind of telling you the movie right now, but doing that to get to Ghislaine Maxwell's father. So in the movie, another dude who worked for Nintendo, he saw the game at a video game, like a video game conference or something like that, right? So he wanted to go buy the game. So now you got two cats wanting to buy the game. So the dude who worked for Nintendo, and then this other dude, the new Khazarian guy, he worked for Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. He had I forgot the name of the newspaper he owned, but the newspaper was failing. And this nigga needed another windfall, and so he was trying to get the Russian dude to sell him the game. He was trying to get the rights. So this is a whole movie about espionage, them going over there and trying to work around Russian spies and shit to try to get the nigga, that movie is off the chain. It's like a spy movie, but it's about Tetris. It's a spy movie on how they got Tetris made. It's crazy. But Ghislaine Maxwell's dad is the main dude in the movie, who is the bad guy. He's the bad guy in the movie. So go watch that movie. You'll see who her dad is, and he was Mossad. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was Mossad, and then he mysteriously died because he used to take trips on his boat, and he used to like to pee off the side of the boat, and somehow they said he fell off the side of the boat at night when he was taking a leak, and they found the body. They said when they found the body, they said he had a heart attack while he was taking a leak on the side of the boat. Now, anybody believe that? Anybody believe he had a heart attack while he was taking a leak off the side of the boat? Come on, man. Y'all can come up with something better than that shit. I mean, damn. Really? You couldn't come up with something better than a nigga taking a leak and had a heart attack on the side of the boat? Like, goddamn, nigga. A 10-year-old could have came up with a better excuse than that. But that's what we going with. So now we start to see what's going on. So what came out was they were using Epstein was using the island as a honeypot, right? So that kind of came out. We knew that. Honeypot is they were basically having these highfalutin dudes sleep with underage women so they could record it and then blackmail them into getting their country to be favorable to Israel. So this what came out. This comes out in the lawsuit that she just filed. So, man, there's some whole shit coming out. Now we see Nuka Zarya has been running and doing shit forever since we can remember. They've been behind every goddamn thing. It's crazy, man. They have been running every goddamn thing, which is why you're not gonna hear about the list, the Epstein list, because the Nuka Zaryas are hiding that. They're not gonna let that come out. Why you think Ghislaine hasn't come out and said who was on the list? She know what happened to her daddy. She know what happened to Epstein. Ghislaine is like, she ain't saying a goddamn thing. So, Nuka Zarya is still with the bullshit, but the only thing we can do is expose them for what they've been doing and what they're continuously doing. So moving along, you saw your boy Julian Assange got released. Your boy Julian Assange gets released after what, 12 years? He was in prison for 5 years, but he had to stay in I forgot what consulate. He was in a consulate office. He lived there for like 6 years before they trucked him off to the place where he was in jail, right? So basically he's not been free for close to 12 years. They've had this fool damn near locked up, right? So finally he struck a deal with America because America wanted to kill him. Even Hillary Clinton said, why can't we just drone him? Hillary Clinton wanted to drone the nigga. Now, what did he do? What did Julian Assange do, y'all? Because, if y'all don't know, that's the dude who ran WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks. He owned it and ran it. So, what did he do? Basically, that's just a news reporting place, right? They just report information on what's going down in the world. So, why is he public enemy number one? That Hillary Clinton wanted to drone this nigga. She wanted to drone strike him. First of all, that's a crazy bitch. Hillary Clinton is a crazy ass bitch, man. God damn. That's the craziest bitch of all time. Hillary is a crazy bitch. But she wanted to drone this nigga. Why did Hillary want to drone him? So what happened? What did he release? He released all the damn information about how America is doing dirt around the world, and then these wars and all the rest of that stuff. He released all of that stuff, right? That's what America wants him for. They said he released, true journalism. Yep, Julian Assange is the only real journalist that's going right now. So he released all the information on the fuckery that America was doing. That's why America wanted him, saying he was releasing classified information. Well, how about you just not do dirt, America? How about that? So that there is no dirt to be released to the public. Can we do that? No, I didn't think so. They just rather continue to do dirt against the American, because it was against the American public too. They were committing crimes against the American public, and he brought that out. And so they got mad and didn't want to stop their evil ways. No, America, no. Let's get that motherfucker. He told. Snitches get stitches, bitches. That's basically America. Snitches get stitches, bitches. And they wanted to take this fool. Even Trump wouldn't pardon him. Even Trump would not pardon him. Now, come on, man. How come you not pardoning Julian Assange, Trump? That says to me, Julian Assange there must be some information or something that Julian Assange got on him or something. Because he didn't even pardon Trump, or Trump didn't even pardon him, right? But what is he really known for? What is his claim to fame? Why did Hillary want to drone strike him? because he released on WikiLeaks ball gargling. Yep, Trump is ball gargling. Trump be ball gargling. But what did he release? He released the Pizzagate stuff. He released all the emails that Hillary was doing about them doing the rituals, the Moloch rituals. Hillary and John Podesta and the Pizzagate and all that. That was Julian Assange. That's why they want to kill that nigga. That's why Hillary's like, kill that bitch ass nigga, wherever the fuck he is. She want to take his ass out the game. He wasn't supposed to say that. In the email, it said that they would be sacrificing what they call a chicken, right? But chicken was supposed to be, allegedly now, chicken was supposed to be an alternative word for children. I think it was a boy, a young boy. And they said they're going to be sacrificing the chicken in Barack Obama's backyard to Moloch. Yes, that's in the goddamn emails. Hillary said, we going to sacrifice a chicken in Barack Obama's backyard. We're going to sacrifice a chicken to Moloch. That's in the emails. I saw that shit my damn self. Now, you see why they want to take that fool out? So, what he had to agree that he received and released classified information, which he didn't do, but he had to cop to it. So basically he had to take a plea deal because they said he was sick and he might die in jail. So they let him go. He took the plea deal. Now I don't blame him, nigga. Like, goddamn, you been in jail for like 5, 12 years or whatever it is. Nigga, you gonna say anything. All right, nigga, what you want me to sign? What the fuck you want me to sign? Now he wouldn't give up his contacts, which is good, but he just basically took the deal, said it was me, whatever. I released the classified information or whatever, blah 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 blah. Get me out of here. So, but Hillary, she's still watching out. She got the side eye on him, boy, because this nigga said Moloch. Now, go watch the movie Red Handed. I talked about this many times, especially when it, maybe about a year or two after it came out. Red Handed. It was on YouTube last year. It still may be on YouTube, but Red Handed is talking about all of that. About child sacrifice. The whole movie is about Moloch. The whole movie is about sacrificing youngins to Moloch. Brandon Terry, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for everybody for the chicken shawarma donations. For when I go back on in about 4 more days, appreciate you. Man, Red Handed is a disturbing ass movie. Because at the end of the movie, I'm trying to, spoiler warning, at the end of the movie, a politician from, an American politician, senator, comes and he participates he basically ran the whole ritual. The Moloch ritual, where they was taking out the little, that's a disturbing ass movie. Repeat the movie, it's called Red Handed. The movie's called Red Handed. It's on YouTube. It should be on YouTube. Now, I don't even know how I found the movie. I searched Moloch movie one day. I just said Moloch movie. Something just told me the universe, when you're in tune, when you're in harmony with the universe, it just happens like that. One day I just said, there's gotta be some movies about Moloch. So I punched in Moloch movie. And then, boop, that movie had popped up. Now, funny thing, when I did it, the movie had only come out a few months before I did that. It's crazy. I just out of nowhere, I just decided to Google Moloch movie. And that movie had just come out right before I did that Google search. Now, come on. That's called being in harmony right there. That's called Being a Hermit. The movie was made in 2019. And I searched it in 2020 when we were in the PANDEEZY. That was the first time I brought this out on the channel. So it's talking about what Julian Assange released in the tapes. Lance Ward, appreciate you for the super chat. Says you done ruined about 10 movies. My bad, man. Well, damn. Look, man, I'm talking about the information. I'm not trying to tell you the movie for the movie's sake. I'm trying to tell you the information, the hidden secrets behind the movie. Sorry, brother. He says, talking about I don't want to ruin the movie. He said, you done ruined about 10 movies talking about I don't want to ruin the movie. Oh, that's hilarious, Lance Ward. That is funny as hell. Look here, man. I'm sorry, brother, but it's about the symbolism in the movie. I got to bring you the symbolism. That's what I'm here for. You can go watch the movie and still it's a good movie. Sorry, but I got to break down the symbolism. But that movie's crazy, man. From the very beginning of the movie, they mentioned Moloch. The very beginning of the movie. Say, Kev be killing movies. Man, I don't be killing movies, Neon Black. Get out of here, boy. I don't be doing that. Look here, let me tell you something, man. I'm very serious about not ruining the movies. I went to film. I'm a movie person. I went to school to do movies. So trust me, I get not ruining movies. However, these ain't movies that I'm telling you so that you can go see the movies to, for how good it is. I'm breaking off information. You could put it on mute when I get ready to talk about the movie. You could X out, then come back in. But the information inside the movie is the most important thing. So that's basically what they did with Julian Assange. Then it's funny. Just real quick, speaking of the FBI and because it's really, it was the deep state, the shadow government deep state that really wanted him out of there because he was releasing all the information on them. But then it just came out that the FBI, when they're hiring in the FBI's hiring process, they're kicking people out who are Trump supporters and people who question the cupcakes during the PANDEEZY. They're screening for that. What they're not supposed to do that. You got freedom of speech, freedom of choice, all of this in America. But in the FBI, and they should be bipartisan. You shouldn't just have one type of people in the bureau, in the organization. That's just stupid. That means you're just gonna have a corrupt organization if everybody's on, if everybody think the same. That called groupthink. No one should be on groupthink, even in here. Don't anything I tell you, go look it up. You gotta go look that stuff up for yourself. Anything I tell you. But they're kicking people out of the FBI who are Trump supporters and people who just questioned the cupcake, the crack scene in the PANDEEZY. This is crazy. You couldn't even, they're asking you, but this is before you get hired in the interview process. They're asking you, what were your thoughts on the cupcake? Did you believe it worked or not? Did you take your shots? Did you get it? Huh? And they like, God damn, nigga, can you get that motherfucking mic off my damn face? Nigga, pause. No diddy. Get that mic off my face. But if you say, yes, you are a Trump supporter, or you say you questioned the PANDEEZY, sucks for you. You ain't getting hired to the FBI. And that's crazy. And they say they issued a survey to all FBI agents asking them if they supported Donald Trump or January 6th, or were skeptical of the cupcakes. So FBI, we see right now what's going on with the FBI. They corrupt. If they're doing that, that means they're corrupt. So, well, we already knew they was corrupt, but everyone in it, you see what their political affiliations are at this point. I'm sure they didn't want that to come out, but You can't hide information in this new information age. He says, tell him the EAD. I got it right here, goddamn. Got it right here. So, shout out to Julian Assange for getting out, and the FBI can EAD. I know y'all watching. I know the FBI, CIA, y'all watching. Y'all can EAD. So moving along, California, talked about Chicago. Now we got to talk about whack ass California. So California, excuse me, y'all. California voted not to teach kids how to read or how to read better through phonics. You know, that's going in. Phonics is pronunciation and word association and all the rest. You know, phonetics is where you get, you know, that's for the Phoenicians, because the Phoenicians created speech, right? That's where phonics come from. So the Phoenicians created speech. So they don't want, California just ruled or just voted not to teach kids how to read better. Guess what they did vote on? They said, no, we don't want the kids to read better. We're not going to teach them how to read better. What we are going to do in school is we're going to vote on teaching them a 746 page sex education framework. These are young kids. Got to be young if you're talking about reading, teaching them how to read. So think how young that is. They said, no, we're not going to vote to teach them how to read. They can learn how to read on their own. That's what they said. They can learn how to read on their own. We're going to vote in a 746-page sex education curriculum framework to teach them. What the entire fuck is going on right now? Yo, Transcendental, appreciate you. Says, got to see red-handed. Have you seen a documentary about the Titanic sinking purposely to kill off that? Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, we learned that before the documentary. That was 20 some odd years ago. I found I found that information out when I was first getting into information. Yeah, that's some old news. They did that so that they can to kill the cats who didn't want the Federal Reserve. It was about the Federal Reserve. So the cats who opposed the Federal Reserve, they put them cats on the Titanic. They told them they built it as the unsinkable ship, right? It was unsinkable. Nothing can sink it. Boom, it was unsinkable ship. And then J.P. Morgan, he was supposed to be on the boat with him. And then he said the night before he got ready to go on the boat, his wife had a vision or had a premonition or a dream that the boat was going to sink. So that's why he didn't go on. J.P. Morgan was like, man, my wife, she had she's kind of psychic. She had a vision that the boat was going to sink. But you said, nigga, it was unsinkable. Isn't that what you built the damn shit at? Unsinkable? Yeah, but my wife, she's really in tune. She's connected. She had a vision, a premonition, if you will, that the boat was going to sink. So I'm just going to go with my wife. This nigga was full of shit. They had planned on sinking that shit the whole time. So, but yeah, California. We're going to teach children 746 pages of sex. Remember, children who are young enough to just be learning how to read. Children just young enough to be learning how to read. We're not going to teach them how to read, though. But we're going to break down this 746 page. We're going to break this down, man. They need to learn it. They need to know it. They need to know what a transgender is. They need to know what, if they're a boy or a girl. They need to know if they want to cut off their thingy thing. They need to know this stuff, man. Why? Gavin Newsom? Because it's Gavin Newsom, the dude who they want to replace Biden. See, you see what's gonna come. You see what's coming for the country if Gavin Newsom getting there, right? Just take California and extrapolate that to the whole rest of the country. Not gonna teach people how to read. We're gonna teach them 746 pages of sex education. at the age where they're young enough just to be learning how to read. That's just absolutely insane. So then they said the PTA, so there are people against it. The PTA and the NAACP are against it. Whoa, Mrs. B, appreciate you. Thank you, girl. That's a couple of chicken shawarma dinners. Hey, you gonna have me swimming in chicken shawarma. Appreciate y'all when I get back. Cause it's been a hard month without my chicken shawarma. But I feel great though. The cleanse feels great. I ain't gonna even lie about that. I feel great on my cleanse. So, but it's time to get back to basics. Appreciate you though, Mrs. B. But they said the PTA, Parent Teachers Association, and the NAACP, they're against it. So you got the Parent Teacher Association and the NAACP against it, but no, we're gonna push this bullshit anyway. Because we need to indoctrinate your children. We need to. We need your children. The choir, the gay choir people, they told you, we're coming for your children. They told you. In a damn music video. So, hold on a second, yeah. So they told you in the music video, we're coming for your children. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I had a kid, I don't got no kids, but if I heard somebody tell me that, they coming for my kids, come on. bring your ass, nigga. Pause. No diddy. I'm gonna shoot you in it. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna give you something in it that you don't want. You want something else in it. I'm gonna give you some buckshot in that bitch. So moving along, there's a peer-reviewed study that just came out in the Lancet. That's a medical journal. The Lancet Medical Journal that showed 75% of people. Now, see, this is all speculation and certain reports coming out back in the day that this may have happened. Even the cat, the CD, you know, they even came out and said that most of the deaths were people didn't die of COVID-19, they died with it. Now, but this new report came out and says 74% or 75% of people kicked the bucket because of the cupcakes. Peer reviewed, meaning it's published in a journal and all the medical people read it and boom, were able to corroborate. Yo, Dexter Robinson, thank you. Says New Khazaria is connected to all this forced sexual, yes, deprivation, yep. Yes, it is, yes. New Khazaria is behind this shit too. But I also think China is also. I'm not gonna say just New Khazaria though. I'm gonna say China is also, because this benefits China. China is the country that's the next up superpower, right? So China is the next in line for the superpower chair. And so if they can take America down by taking down its people or getting its people to implode on themselves, then China will be at the top. Or China. China. So it's pretty much China and New Khazaria, I would say. And, you know, Putin and them, Russia got a hand in it somewhere too. I can't leave them out. But, so 75% of people kicked the bucket because of cupcakes. Not because of the COVID-19. Not because of that. Because of the cupcakes themselves. Holy shit. And they can't sue, y'all. They can't sue. They can only sue if, like I said, I think I talked about this last time. They can only sue if they can show the cupcake companies were fraudulent in their reporting of what it can do. So if they knew that it was taking out people and then they tried to sell you that it wasn't, then yeah, you can go sue them. But you got to find that proof. And we did talk about it last week. So I think it was last week or the week before that. But goddamn, 75% of people, they had everybody locked up in the house. Like it was about to, like, it was the sky was falling, like COV19 was just falling out of the sky. You was just gonna hit. You had to, you had to dodge it because this shit was just falling out of the sky like bird crap. But no, wasn't that? Wasn't the COV19? It was the cupcakes. So we'll see how many lawsuits they're able to drum up. Excuse me, how many lawsuits they're able to drum up behind that. But you know, it's gonna be hard because they implemented that you can't sue the cupcake companies in the 80s. They implemented that law. But right now, like I said, all the information is coming out about them. So they did show that they lied. So you can get that video of the European video because they did come out and say it was safe and effective, which, you know, I don't know if it is or if it isn't. YouTube, don't hit me with no bullshit, YouTube. But it's safe and effective, and it prevented the spread by 95%. Remember, that's what they said. Prevented the spread by 95%, and they hadn't even tested for that. So that's a blatant lie. That's a blatant lie you can use to go after the company with. Because remember, it says fraud. You can go after them for fraud. So, yo, how many people? It's 260-something people still in there with your shoes on? God damn it. Come on, baby. Take your shoes off, please. That means hit the like button if you're new to the channel. That means take your shoes off, or hit the like button. And also, make sure you check and make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel, because they are taking people. They're taking unsubscribing people. They said that they unsubscribe people because it's what they say, it's purging. They say purging the channel of inactive subscribers. But I know they're taking out a bunch of people who actually are active and come and watch it every week. So please make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube said they're purging and unsubscribing people. I saw it in real time this week. So just make sure that you're still subscribed. And they said that the cupcakes increased the risk of, this is in their report, because the cupcakes had increased the risk of blood clots, allegedly, blood, to the brain, not just regular blood, but clots to the brain. Then it said also it caused Alzheimer's. Remember, we talked about Japan. They just came out with their study that says in their study it caused Alzheimer's. So they can't hide it, y'all. Everything's coming out. They can't hide it. And this is the time for it. This is the new age, the air age. Nothing stays hidden. Nothing stays under the rug. So I hope y'all, if anybody, none of you guys in here should have taken the cupcake for sure, because, y'all been watching for a long time. But if you did, man, go get that money. What immaculate, appreciate you, bro. Says, is juicing good for people that are obese? Absolutely. I see many obese celebrities taking Ozempic. Much love. Yeah, Ozempic is bad, man. It messes up your stomach and all. Look at Oprah. Oprah's in the hospital right now because Gail said stuff was coming out of both ends. That's what Gail King would, I don't know why she would tell somebody business like that, but Gail King went on there and said Oprah is in the hospital because stuff is coming out of both ends. The only thing that we know that she's doing is taking that Ozempic. Taking the Ozempic. But juicing absolutely helps you lose weight. But you can't eat a bunch of crap along with the juicing. You just got to juice and, let that heal you. Go get the documentary, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I think it's on YouTube, but if it's not, you can try to find it somewhere. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Try it on Netflix. It's on YouTube or Netflix. So, and that's about juicing and, You know, how you can lose weight on juicing. The reason I juice is because my grandfather, he introduced me to juicing when I was 10. He had the first Jack LaLanne juicer. It was all metal and shit. It looked all jacked up. But that nigga used to use that shit all the time, every day. He lived till he was 86. And he only died pretty much, I think, because my grandmother had died a few years before that, and he died of like a broken heart. So he didn't want to be around no more. So that's the only reason he took off. Yo, Dexter Robinson, appreciate you. Ozempic causes food not to digest and rot in your stomach. Damn. I kind of heard something like that. But ugh. Why would people take it knowing that's the side effect? Why would people take that shit knowing that's a side effect? Man. God dang. So that's what's happening. That's what happened to Okra. Okra's in there. She got a whole bunch of chicken tacos, undigested, sitting on her, just sitting here, nigga, tacos at the tacos, just sitting on her stomach that she couldn't shit out. Oh my God, that gotta be terrible. That gotta be the worst feeling of all the time. You got the pastor, what is it, the pastor taco, the chicken taco over here. You got the beef carne asada taco sitting over there on that side of the colon. Oh my God, Oprah, you better do something, girl. So, moving along, in rainbow news, so there's a woman, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Excuse me, y'all, I was up all night, so I'm a little tired. But a woman and her 16-month-old son, little baby, was kicked off of United Airlines. We got to boycott United. Tired of this shit. We got to boycott United Airlines. But a woman and her 16-month-old son were kicked off of United Airlines because she misgendered one of the flight attendants. Accidentally. She didn't do it on purpose. She just saw a dude and said, he. She just saw, her mama got kicked off too. Her mama was like, what the fuck I do? Her mama like, goddamn bitch, I ain't even do nothing. They kicked her mama, and her 16-month-old son off the plane because she misgendered somebody on the plane. Then she tried to apologize because she didn't really understand. She didn't know. She tried to apologize, and they were like, nah. Kicked her ass off, and then the plane took off, and then the lady told her, that there's nothing we could do about it, that you got kicked off because of the captain. When the captain kicks you off, ain't no way in hell you getting back on that plane. So she was like, what the fuck? So her baggage was on the plane. The baggage went. Her baggage was on. They didn't take the baggage off. The baggage went with the plane. So she's sitting there with no baggage, nothing else, with just her baby in her hand and her mama in the side or whatever. This stuff's getting crazy now, y'all. United Airlines, we boycotting your ass. Because United Airlines, the other reason to boycott United Airlines is because most of their fleet is Boeing. Them Boeing planes. Boeing, and we all know at this point, Boeing is full of shit. They are one of the worst goddamn companies. Boeing got the 2 damn astronauts right now stranded on the space station. The damn ship that they took there was a Boeing ship, and that shit broke. And now these 2 motherfuckers on the space station, they can't get back to Earth. These niggas up there looking out the window, looking at a big ball. I wish I could be there. This niggas, they got 2 people stranded on the space station because Boeing sucks. Not only are they kicking people off the damn plane for misgendering people accidentally, They're getting motherfucking astronauts stuck on the goddamn space station. And they just said they came out and they showed that their hiring practices for pilots. This is for pilots. Their hiring practice for pilots is DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. They're saying we need more black pilots. We need more of this pilots. Nigga, how about you need more good pilots? How about that? Not good. How about you need more excellent pilots, nigga? Where's that come in? Because I don't give a shit what color your ass is. If you plaid, purple, pink, red, black, white, whatever the fuck, if you gonna land me on the ground safe, nigga, I'm going with you. I don't give a shit what color your ass is, nigga. Get me on the ground safely, nigga. That's all I'm saying. And no, not United Airlines. They said, hell no. Our pilots need to be black, brown, not so much white. We need that diversity, man. We need the fucking diversity. Black people can fly planes too. Mexicans can fly planes too. We need them. Go get them. Go find us some black and... And then they said, well, since you're doing that, how many black pilots do you have? United? Well, we only have one. Hold on. I know what you're saying. I know what you're going to say. Hold on. We only have one, but we're looking for more. We're looking for all the pilots. Come on. Do you know any pilots? You know anybody want to be a pilot? Do you know anybody was working at a burger joint and wants to be a pilot? Come on. Tell them, come on over here. Shoot for the moon, man. Put that burger spatula down and come fly this plane, man. Like, nigga, no. I don't want no nigga who used to make burgers flying my motherfucking plane. Fuck that. Absolutely not. Diversity, equity, inclusion. Nigga, if it's one job that should be a non-factor, it's goddamn the job where they take your ass thousands of feet above the goddamn ground. That should be a non-factor. No way, no goddamn how. I don't give a shit what color your ass is, nigga. I would knock somebody out. You know, nigga, you talking about DEI, and you was a burger flipper before you came to this job because you heard that they was hiring niggas. And you just put your apron down and about fuck y'all niggas around here, nigga. I'm about to go be a pilot for United Airlines, nigga. You about to do what? You heard me, nigga. About to go fly me a goddamn plane, nigga. I can fly planes. That's what they said. You was flipping burgers literally 30 seconds ago. I don't give a goddamn, nigga. We flipping them planes up in the sky, nigga. That's what they said. No, you not. I'll beat your ass, nigga, if I find out you was a goddamn burger flipper before you got to be a pilot, nigga. Don't let me find that shit out. Don't let me find that shit out. United Airlines. They are so full of shit. So, moving along, they DEI ass. Moving along. So, I talked about this a while ago, that this county commissioner in Nassau County, New York, he basically single-handedly implemented not legislation, but a rule, like an executive rule, that no transformers can perform in biological female sports, right? So he got so much backlash. Excuse me, he got so much backlash from it because they sued him. I think the ACLU sued him, and then the result was that you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that unilaterally, right? Only with one-sided. You have to get legislation. It has to be legislation. So he was like, all right, I'm just gonna go out here and see if we can create the legislation. So shout out to him. He went and got the legislation drafted up, and he went and got everybody to vote for it. And then everybody, what is it? Nassau County, Long Island, I think is where it, hold on, where is Nassau? So I ain't been in New York in a minute. So I think it's Nassau County, Long Island. It's Long Island. So they voted 12-6 in Nassau County to ban transformer athletes from performing in biological women's sports on Nassau property. You can't anywhere on Nassau County property. There's no transformers who can play against biological females. Shout out to all them people who voted in Nassau County. He needed you to back him up on this one, and y'all did it. Shout out to the people in Nassau County, because you got to push back, man. It's about time the pushback happens for real. The pushback needs to happen. So they said, protesters say there is no scientific proof that biological men are stronger or have any advantage over biological women. There's no scientific proof. Okay, there's only the last, since the beginning of time, proof that we know men are 2 to sometimes 10 times stronger than a woman. But there's no science. Why can, if that's not true, why can 15-year-old boys, these not men, 15-year-old boys go play against championship women teams, sports teams, and smash them? No, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. There's no physical advantage at all. It's just they had a bad day, man. They had a bad day. Everyone has a bad day when you're doing anything. I had a bad day yesterday. So shit, I say live to fight another day. Like, nigga, 15-year-old boys just smacked the shit out of the Olympic gold medalist team. This happened. The soccer team. They put 15-year-old boys against the gold medal soccer team women, and they got smashed. Not beaten. They got destroyed. And these are professional. These motherfuckers go out there and play professional every goddamn day. Gold medal, everything. These little kids got up there and beat the shit out of them goddamn women. But there's no scientific proof whatsoever. None, sis, none. There's no proof. Like, it was a brother who said that too. That they got him on camera during the news conference. That was a brother who said men have no biological advantage. It's not scientifically proven. Somebody needs to slap the shit out of that nigga. Somebody needs to slap the shit out of that nigga. Because it says, protesters say there is no proof biological. And then they called it government-sponsored hate. The banning of the women, of the the transformers, they called it government-sanctioned hate. Because the government is looking out for little girls and don't want big burly ass niggas who are just now producing testosterone, or or may have vestiges of testosterone left in their body, beating the crap out of their daughters. They see that, they like, no, you ain't about to go be beating on my daughter, fool. So again, the UK. So then it says the ACLU. They're gonna sue. They're gonna sue to have them take it down. But this is a major victory right at this point, because the pushback has to happen. You got to start pushing back. So again, shout out to Nassau County. Appreciate y'all for getting that hooked up. So moving along, in the UK, this is the worst one of all. In the UK, a 12-year-old boy is called an extremist. Let me read that again. In the UK, a 12-year-old boy is called, schoolboy, is called an extremist by school officers for posting online there are only 2 genders and there's no such thing as non-binary. What's wrong with that post? Can somebody tell me what the hell wrong with that post is? What the? They called him an extremist, y'all. This is crazy. This is how crazy this shit is getting. So, again, there's only 2 genders and there's no such thing as non-binary. So that's what he had posted online. This ain't even in school. This is some private stuff that he posted online, away from school. But they gonna try to tell him, you're an extremist. You're a terrorist. That's what they said. Look. The child made a video posted online in which he also stated there's no such thing as non-binary. And in response to the school bullies, who mistakenly believed he supported transformer ideology, he said he's not gay or queer. They took that as him being nuts when he tried, because he says he's gay, not queer, because they'll try to lump the 2 in, right? Mix them up. So they're getting mad at him for saying that he's not queer. What in the hell is going on, man? When did that become a damn thing? When that a 12-year-old kid? They're really trying to put the smash down and indoctrinate. If you're trying to make a 12-year-old, penalize, or you're trying to penalize a 12-year-old for saying something that's absolutely obvious. It's absolutely obvious. So it says, originally a homophobic slur, trans activists claim the word queer now describes people who don't adhere to ideals of sex or gender. So, let me see if I can read that one more time. Originally a homophobic slur, transformer athletes or activists claim the word queer is now describe. The word queer now describe people who don't adhere to ideas of sex or gender. Well, the word queer means strange, so he is kind of in the ballpark. The etymology of the word queer is strange. So then it goes on to say, but the school told the boy's mother they would refer him to prevent. That's the school officers, right? They would refer him to prevent, the home office program that attempts to stop people from becoming terrorists amid fears he could be at risk of being radicalized by the far right. What? Let me read that again. The school told the boy's mother they would refer him to prevent. That's the school, like super school cops or whatever. They would refer him to prevent, the home office program that attempts to stop people from being terrorists. Amid fears, he could be at risk of being let me go back over that. Hold up. Where did I start out? So a program that attempts to stop people from becoming terrorists. Amid fears, he could be at risk of being radicalized by the far right. So he's going to be radicalized by the far right because he said The kid said there's only 2 genders and no such thing as non-binary. So now he's being radicalized by the far right and could become a terrorist. What? That little nigga 12 years old. But shout out to his parents, because they're apparently teaching him, you know, properly. But then it says, this is the crazy shit right here, y'all. These niggas have gone off the deep end. This is why we have to pull it back. We, the people who understand, the conscious people, we got to do this. We got to put that energy out to pull them back when they get this crazy. Because they said he was accused of unhealthy interest in weapons. He was accused of an unhealthy interest in weapons because he owns a toy crossbow. Because he owned a toy, not a real crossbow, y'all. I done owned a bunch of Nerf crossbows and all kind of little, that's what they talking about. He owns a toy crossbow. So he's in danger. He's in danger of being radicalized by the far right. You can't even say nothing to that. It's so stupid. You shouldn't even respond to it. It's just the dumbest thing in the universe that doesn't even need response. But if you do, make sure you put it in the chat. So then the next thing, there was a video on Jimmy Dore about this transformer. This person, they had been transformed for 10 years from 20 to 30. So they went to the Pride Parade. Now, this person doesn't believe in 2 genders and non-binary and all that. This person says, I'm not a woman, but they said they're not a woman, but, you know, they're a type of woman because they're a transformer woman. So that's a type of woman, but they're not the biological woman, right? So this person is kind of, you know, got their head on straight other than the fact they walking around, this motherfucking dude is walking around like a chick. But they basically, as he was going around, or she was going around the crowd asking people, you know, what they thought, just questions, just regular questions. They was cursing at this motherfucker, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! I hate you! They was tripping. They was tripping. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? This is one of their own. This is a transformer going through the Pride Parade asking people questions. That should have been a slam dunk. But nope. Not going down like that. So then last thing in rainbow news, they said in the thing, they said most people are infinite genders. When they ask, well, how many genders are there? How many? And most people's answers were infinite. Infinite genders. What? Huh? Whoa. What the? How do we get infinite genders? That's right. The slap your head emoji. Infinite? Where the hell that come from? Where you find that out? Because we got infinite genders. Okay. And they just want you to trip out on them. They like begging for it. But don't do it. Don't do it physically. But they act like they're begging for it. So moving along, because this is some crazy shit. Hold on. So, man, where'd it go? Hold on, y'all. Okay. So in the science and the weird, now this disgusted me. This disgusted the crap out of me the other day. I was almost throwing up all over the place. Maybe some of y'all know. I didn't know. I just found out. But Whole Foods, because I only just started going back to Whole Foods about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks ago. So, excuse me. Whole Foods was caught selling rubber silicone organic fruit. Did y'all see the videos of the silicone? So one dude had he had a banana. So he cracked the banana open, and the banana was doing this. It was that shit was going like this. He couldn't, and he tried to break it apart. It was like some duct tape. It was so hard to break apart. The shit looked like it was duct tape. Damn near almost snapped like that. He was like, "What the fuck is this?" So he was like, "Nah, I ain't eating that." Then home chick, there was another chick. She cracked up. She bought a bunch of watermelons. I think she probably was making watermelon juice or, you know, a bunch of snacks for the kids or a party. So she pulled the watermelon out and she cut it in squares. And she took the square and she was going like this. The square was doing this. The top of the watermelon, if you know watermelon, you know when you touch that shit's supposed to break off, right? This motherfucker, the top of the watermelon was going like this. She was like, "What the fuck is this?" Now, she did have the organic, no non-seeds, no seedless. Let me tell y'all something. It's not organic if it don't have seeds. Everything has seeds. Everything is supposed to have seeds, especially fruits. So they said the foods. Well, I'll give you the foods in a second, but what's making it do this is they said it's something called, and listen to this word, methylcyclopropane. That's all one word. Let me say it again. Methylcyclopropane, or MCP for short. And they said it's injected into the food. MCP, methyl, not methyl, excuse me. Methyl. That's METHYL, methyl. So methylcyclopropane, right? So what is it used for? What is it? It's a petrochemical used to preserve the shelf life of food for guess how long? Put some guesses in there. Guess how long you can preserve your food if you go out and get some of this methylcyclopropane. See how this shit is hard to say, but methylcyclopropane. Somebody said 50 years? Nah, not 50 years. So 30 days, 75 years. No. But it is in the years. 3 years. 3 goddamn years. Your fruits and vegetables will last for 3 years if you put that stuff on it. Now you wonder, now you know why you going to Whole Foods and finding rubber bananas. That shit is crazy. And also said that a lot of it has the apeel, that APEEL, apeel stuff. So a lot of that apeel is on it. And they call it organic, right? They say that shit is organic because it's supposed to be made with grapeseed and all the rest of that, which is false. First of all, seed oils, so it's made with grapeseed oil. But any seed oil is bad for you, just so you know. Like grapeseed and all the rest of that. So apeel, again, is that waxy chemical that comes over your fruit that you can't really wash it off. But sorry, don't worry. According to the FDA and all them, they said it's safe for consumption. You can eat it. What they said. And I, for one, I trust them. I trust the FDA, everybody. I trust the USDA. I trust them. Hold up. Hold up. So then it said it's in, let me see the foods that it's in. Hold on, I gotta get the foods. So it's in bananas. So they use it in a lot of stuff, but the ones that were on the video, it was bananas, blueberries, watermelons, and avocados. They was all rubbery. This nigga was pressing in the avocado. It looked like he got it out of the Toys R Us store as a prop. Avocado they just cut open. So again, bananas, blueberries, watermelons, and avocados is what I saw. So there was a lady. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I was up all night, but there was a lady who turned on the garbage disposal, and she heard a clack, 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 clack. It was just clinking right in the garbage disposal. So she was like, "What the fuck is that?" So she turned it off. She looks inside and she grabs out a blueberry. She grabbed a blueberry, and the blueberry wouldn't break up in the garbage disposal. When have you ever seen real fruit not break up when you put it in the garbage disposal? That's crazy. Yeah, mangoes. So a whole lot of stuff came out. Yeah, mangoes and broccoli and all kind of stuff. It was broccoli and a whole lot of stuff I eat, which I was so pissed. That's for the methylcyclopropane. Mangoes, strawberries, broccoli, avocados, so much, man. Go look at the list. It'll give you a list of all the foods that stuff is in. But she pulled the blueberry out of the garbage disposal, and she was feeling it around or whatever, and the motherfucker was silicone. It wasn't real. So her husband came in and sliced it in half, and the motherfucker was shiny in the middle, like plastic, like a fiberglass or something. Then they put the strawberries out. It was another dude. The blueberries. He put the blueberries out on the ground to see if the ants would fuck with him. The ants was like, nigga. Nigga. No, buddy, you ain't fooling, nigga. Them ants was going around the shit, pole vaulting over it, nigga, doing spin moves around it and shit. They was doing somersaults and flips over that shit. Like, nigga, they was using the motherfucker as a trampoline and shit. You seen little ants jumping on the damn blueberry like a trampoline. But they wasn't eating that bitch, though. They said, fuck that shit, nigga. We are not eating none of that shit. Let me tell you, this is how you test your food. If you buy something from the whole, or from anything organic, this is all organic stuff too, right? If you buy anything from the store and you think it might be unsafe, even if it ain't, just try it. Go put it outside. Just take a piece, go put it outside. If the insects don't fuck with it, you shouldn't fuck with it either. That's how that goes. If the insects don't mess with the food that you put outside, take it, cut it in half, do that, whatever, put it in the sun, whatever. If ants and insects don't mess with it, you need to leave it alone. They're like nature's warning system that whatever the hell this is bullshit. So don't do that. Shout out to the trampoline ants. Them ants was doing it, baby. They was doing everything they could, but not eating that shit. Just so you know, when you go to the store, look for on the fruit. You want to look, so most of what you're gonna find on the sticker, the fruit sticker, is 3, 4, and 9, and followed by I think 4 digits. So you're gonna see those digits in front. Excuse me, followed by I think 4 more digits. Now, 3, throw that shit out. If you see a 3 in your produce anywhere, throw that shit away. It's conventional. Got a million pesticides on that shit. 4 is either or. the way they categorize four is it could be organic and it might be conventional. You know, it's up to you, my nigga. You take you're playing Russian roulette at this point. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what the 4s. Get 9. Only all your fruits, the sticker should have a 9 on it. If you're not buying the 9, then it ain't organic. Just so you know. 9. Again, the number, not the God number. They know what's up. That's why they made it a damn 9. So, if it ain't a 9, throw that shit back. You do not want it if it's not a 9. So, and again, I just started going back to Whole Foods. That's crazy as shit. But you know, we know who Whole Foods is owned by, right? We all know who Whole Foods is owned by. Now, it's not Kill Bill. Just so you know, a lot of people probably thought it was Kill Bill. Not Kill Bill. But it is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos owns Whole Foods. So he up there with him. You know, Amazon bought Whole Foods about, was it close to 10 years ago at this point. So, Amazon should not be owning organic grocery stores. Why the fuck is that? They're going to try to maximize profit. They should not be owning grocery stores because you don't maximize profit with food like that when you're playing with somebody's life. And this is all new stuff. So they'll wait for it to kill somebody or hurt somebody or do something like that to them and then come back around and buy you out. And when you try to sue them, either buy you out or just, you know, make you waste your money in court till you just, you go broke. But they don't give a shit about your health. So if they don't, you need to. And take that food out, put it out, and see if the squirrels and the ants and all the rest of that mess with it. If they don't fuck with it. Excuse me. So moving along, last thing I got in Science and the Weird. Did you see the story about the Ramses II, who was alive in 1300 BC? 1300 BC, right? This is Ramses II. They took the skull from Ramses II and they did a 3D depiction of what Ramses II would look like. Now, we already talked about them finding the oldest dude, 300,000 years old in Morocco. I think I talked about this either last week or the week before. A nigga looked like Nick Ashford from Ashford and Simpson. Solid as a rock. That's why we're here. But that nigga looked like Nick Ashford. But this one, I can't even. Y'all have got to go look at it. It's in the Daily Mail. Go to the science section of the Daily Mail and you can type in Ramses II, or just type it in Google. It'll come right up. Type in Ramses II depiction or whatever. God damn. Why in the hell do he look like Mr. Smithers from The Simpsons? Yes. Yeah. Y'all know who Mr. Smithers is? That nigga is that pale. He is pale with the George Jefferson. And then they put this nigga, they had the nerve to put this nigga in the Nagas, the Egyptian pharaoh head guard, the Nagas. Why would you put this fool in that? There's no way that pale fool was a pharaoh in Kemet in 1300 BC. Nigga looked like Mr. Smithers, or he looked like a thin Archie Bunker. That's for you older people. Y'all know Archie Bunker? Y'all know who Archie Bunker is. Archie Bunker was the cat who used to go at it with George Jefferson. They used to say nigga back in the day. They didn't give a shit. He would call him that. This nigga would call him a honky or cracker. Hey, George Jefferson. George Jefferson and Archie Bunker used to go at it. God damn it. That's when TV was good. You could say some shit on TV back in the day. He called him a honky and a cracker. He called him Nick. Hey man, let's bring that shit back. But he looked like a combination of Mr. Smithers and and Archie Bunker. Now, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why are they putting out these depictions that they know are nowhere near as melanated as this person really would have been back in those times? Because what they're trying to do is act like the people who inhabit those areas now are the same people who inhabited those areas 1,400 years, or this is actually not even, that's longer than that. That's like, what was it, 1300 BC? That's like 3,500 years ago. Stop it, man. Stop it. You trying to tell me this pale ass dude was the pharaoh of Kemet 3,500 years ago? Boy, somebody needs to slap shit out of these people, man. Seriously. Somebody just need to slap the shit out of these people. For the blatant disrespect. But what they're really trying to do is erase you niggas from history. Or us. They trying to erase everybody niggas from history. Because the more and more they put out of these fake depictions, and the farther along we get where you don't really look at the actual place where these things come from, you look at the report on it, and not only you, your children, your grandchildren, and so on and so forth, right? They're not going to go back and do the study and go to the temple and really try to see what these people look like. They're going to take the newspaper depiction of it and go scroll through it, or if it's introduced to them in school, they're just going to get the picture of this super pale ass nigga who lived out in 1,000,000 sunlight in Africa. Because Kemet is Africa, goddammit. But they'll try to tell you that pharaoh looked like Mr. Smithers. Goddamn. Shout out to Mr. Smithers. That nigga was funny as hell. So, this is what they're trying to do to people, or melanated people. They're trying to supplant you in history. They're trying to supplant you in history, take over your history, the verbal part of it. And then now, with AI and all the rest of this stuff, and 3D and AI and all, man, they can just depict you how they want. Because they know most dumb, lazy niggas ain't gonna go look it up. And then their depiction will get pushed more and more on the internet, so what they got to lose? Not a damn thing. So we need to stay diligent and vigilant and make sure we pass this information on down to the children about who they really were. So that when they look at Mr. Smithers in the goddamn Egyptian garb Namuz with the damn with the Uraeus Cobra, like, nigga, that ain't that nigga that something ain't right. Something ain't goddamn right around here. Something ain't goddamn right. That's the reaction your child should have, because you've taught them at home what's what, where they truly came from. So let's not let the establishment erase melanated people, because you know that's what they try to do. They try to steal your words. The bomb. That's what's up. What is it? What's all our words that they steal? What's all the words that they got? Woke. They stole woke. What's the other one? Bruh. We used to say bruh all the time. Even bro. That come from us. That come from melanated people. I mean, anything. They will jack any goddamn thing and be like, well, you didn't really come up with that. I didn't really hear it from you. I heard it from my friend Ted. Ted was, we were working around in the garage one day, and I said, he just said, bruh, can you throw me a 3/8 wrench? I was like, bruh, what does bruh mean? Oh, it's short for brother, man. You know, we're brothers, so I just shortened it up and I just called you bruh. Oh my God, it's excellent. It's excellent. Can I use that, sir? Can I use it? Can I use it? Like, nigga, no, bitch. You don't talk like that. You can talk like that if you talk about where you got it from, but don't be trying to act like you came up with this goddamn shit. So watch out for the okie doke, y'all. So then the last thing in weird news, I just had to throw this in here because I was just off the chain for me. Did y'all know breakdancing is going to be in the Olympics? Who knew that? Breakdancing is now a sport in the Olympics for the first year this year. This month, about to come up. In a couple weeks, we're going to be watching niggas bow, 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 bow. We're going to be watching them kicking it. Bow, 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 bow. That's what I'm talking about, goddammit. I'm back in the day, I had a crew. I was the pop locker. I wasn't the break dancer in the crew. I was the pop locker. Used to get my shit on. Don't let me do my arm waves. Don't let me get my shit going. I had my breaking crew. I had struggles with my windmills. I couldn't windmill that much back in the day. I told you I used to be a big little nigga. But I could pop lock though. I could pop my ass off though. So shout out to the Olympics. God dang it. Finally recognizing breakdancing as a sport, because I've always said, I've been an athlete boxing for the longest now, and I understand that breakdancers are some of the best athletes, if not the best athletes in the world. Especially when they are real ill at it, when they be doing them handstands and head spins and going from windmill to handspin to backspin to boop boop, and then freezing and freeze and hold that shit and hold the pause with their whole body frozen in the air, just pausing. You know how strong you gotta be to do that? I mean, so I'm glad they finally getting their props, because now I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's one thing I'm watching in the Olympics this summer, you goddamn right, it's the breakdance competition. Now, how many melanated people you think gonna be in that? Knowing that we created it, how many melanated people is gonna be in the breakdance competition, y'all? How many? How many groups? How many melanated groups you think gonna be in there? Because it's different countries, right? So how many melanated countries you think are gonna put forth a breakdance crew? He said 2. Bree said 2, 0, or 1. Okay. 0 or 1. I don't know, like any other country breakdancing like that, because in the American breakdance crew, I don't think they're gonna be melanated. I'm just saying. Somebody said 0. All right, 6, 0. China China is gonna have a breakdance crew for sure. China is definitely gonna have a breakdance crew, and they might win that bitch. You said Russia? Not America. Oh, Japan? Okay, Japan might have one. You say all the Asians. Yeah, the Asians be breakdancing right now. They always breakdancing. France, yep, France be breakdancing. They be having breakdance competitions for sure. But I don't think you say American, you say Mexico? You said American gonna be Mexico. Puerto Ricans, probably. Okay, Puerto Ricans, because, man, go back and watch Beach Street. Beach Street, the cruise in Beach Street was mostly Puerto Rican. I just watched Beach Street the other day. Beach Street, most of the cruise in Beach Street was all Puerto Rican. So definitely the Puerto Ricans is going to be in there. But I promise you ain't going to be no niggas, though. Because I'm going to give a shout out to the Puerto Ricans, too, because it was melanated brothers and Puerto Rican brothers who started breakdancing back in the day. It was both of them. They were kind of at the beginning of it. They kind of both helped to initiate and institute what ultimately became breakdancing. Because go back and watch Beach Street. That shit is off the chain. B Street is my shit. and breaking Electric Boogaloo. Yep. So I'm just proud that, because I come from that era. I come from that era where I had a crew. The best funny to talk about the best windmiller in my crew was a Mexican dude named Raul. Shout out to Raul. Went to Pastor High School out here in LA. Went to Pastor. Raul could fucking mind. We needed somebody to bust some windmills. Raul, bow. Raul. That nigga get out there, start busting them nutcrackers on you, boy. Hey, shout out to Olympics for recognizing breakdancing as a real sport, because them niggas are real athletes. Ramo! Somebody said Ramo! That's right, Ramo. Ramo was the tagger who was chasing Spit. Spit used to wipe out all his tags, all his his graffiti. He used to wipe all his graffiti. He used to tag over his graffiti, and then Ramo had to chase that nigga down the subway tunnel and got electrocuted on the track. Ramo! So shout out to Ramo, goddammit. You are now in the Olympics. Well, Ramo wasn't a breakdancer, but you know what I'm talking about. So, moving along, last thing I got, police stop law lessons. I want to talk to you guys about consent to search, right? Or what's called implied consent. Because we talk about search all the time, but usually talk about a legal search or unlawful search. Or unreasonable search, because that's what it says in the Constitution. Unreasonable searches and seizures. So when you get searched, when you get pulled over or stopped by the police and they want to search you, you can there's other ways, other ways than, them acquiring probable cause to search you. You can also give your consent to search, right? You can give your consent, meaning a lot of times it'll happen though. So you either give it expressly, it's called express consent, meaning you tell the police officer that they can search you, or it's called implied consent. What is implied consent to search? Well, what happens is a police officer will just come up and they'll talk to you like they just talking with authority. So they'll say, yeah, we're going to search the car for weapons and guns just to make sure there's no weapons and guns. So they won't ask you. They'll just say, we're going to search the car for weapons and guns or whatever. Now, if you don't say no, they'll try to get you to agree with it. But if you don't say no, you ain't searching my car. It's called what? Tacit consent. Look up the word tacit consent. T-A-C-I-T. Tacit consent. Or acquiescence. There's another word. Yo, Bio Rain, appreciate you. Says Gen Z and millennials in the U.S. are afraid of getting hurt. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, they ain't as gangster as the old generations. Because Generation X, we smacked the shit out of you. and we was out there, boy. We didn't give a shit. We was traveling miles and miles from the house where our parents didn't have no idea where the fuck we was. they right now, my mama, she have no idea. She only know 10% of the places I went. That's all she know, about 10% of the places I went. Because I was out there. I'm just saying, I was out there doing the most. But so implied consent, back to implied consent, because the police officers will just act like they have the right to search you or to search your car and just say, we're going to do that, looking for you to say no. But if you don't say no, then they go ahead and search it. Now, when a police officer searches your car, can you rescind the consent to search? Meaning, can you take it back once they start looking in your car? Say if you just say, they pulled you over and you think, oh, I'm good. you know, I don't really got nothing in my car. And they say, well, can we search your car for drugs and guns? Because they don't believe you. You know, they stop you. And they always want to ask you, do you have any drugs or guns in the car? And you'll say no. But then sometimes they say, well, can we search just to make sure? And, you know, a lot of times people will be like, yeah, go ahead and search. Why? Because you believe that there's nothing in your car. But you have no idea what's in your car. You don't know what your homies have dropped in your car. You don't know what you left in your car. You have no idea, right? So that's why you should never consent to search. However, if you do consent to a search, you can always take it back at any point in time, other than if they find something. You better take the consent. You better take the consent back before they find something. Because if they find something, that's a rapola. So yes, you can consent, and yes, you can remove consent, but not if they find something first. That's a very important thing. And then the other thing is, if you get pulled over, make sure you pull over in a legal parking spot. Because if you don't, that gives the police the right to tow your car. And then they'll do an inventory search. Once they get the car down to the precinct, right? They'll do an inventory search. So very important, when you get pulled over, don't just pull over if you can avoid it. Don't just pull over on the side road where there's not a lawful parking space. You know, make sure you can go on down the way a little bit, say I want to pull over and you know, to a lawful parking space, because then if they do take you in, all you gotta do is just lock your car. You can lock your car and leave it there. There's nothing that says the police officer has to impound your car when you get arrested. That's not a thing. They only can impound your car if you are not parked in a lawful spot, or if you're like parked in a private parking lot. They can tow your car if the parking lot closes. But if the parking lot stays open, you're fine. You're good to go. But honestly though, even if the parking lot does close, if the owner of the parking lot is not tripping, the police officer still can't say anything. So these are things you should know, because when they get down to the precinct, they're going to search your car and say, we're going to do an inventory search. What's an inventory search? We're going to search your car to make sure everything is in here like it was before we took your car, so that you can't say that we stole something. That's what an inventory search is. So make sure, you make sure that when you get pulled over, you pull it into a nice lawful parking spot. You lock them damn doors. You lock the doors. Or if somebody's with you, you can have somebody else take the car. You can have somebody else also take the car if they get pulled over, so that you can avoid an inventory search. So these are the things, these are the little tricks of the trade that they'll use, they'll use on you when they try to stop you and search your car. But you know what I'm saying? You would know this stuff if you got over here and got some of this stuff right here. Get your stuff, man. Again, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, which is you should have this. This is your owner's manual for your biohydrocarbon that you're walking around with, and everybody has it. Some just has it externally and internally, and then some just have it only internally. But everyone has melanin, so everyone you need the owner, the use, what you get the card, the owner's manual or the how-to manual. That's what this is for your melanin right here. If you order that, you get the whole Police Stop Law package for free. I'm gonna give you all of this for free. Bam, right here. So, boom, you can get. Where is it? Bam, you get all of that for free. Plus, you're gonna get the Great Book of Melanin Research. So make sure y'all support. Again, these are the constitutional rights card right here. Make sure this tells police officers what your rights are, what'll happen when they violate your rights. This is the qualified immunity card right here. Tells them that they lose their qualified immunity when they knowingly violate the law. So if you get them on camera, it's telling them they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights, and then they do it on camera, they lose their qualified immunity. And so then this is the notice that goes along with that. Bam. And you keep all three of these in your car, and when they pull you over, you say, I don't answer questions. Now, if you haven't seen that, there's a video on my channel about the homie Derek and this girl getting pulled over, and they hand them these, and the police officer, this is usually a speed trap. They're going through, there's a speed trap. Look at the comments on that video. These are people who live in that area and say that all people always are getting tickets over there. I got people in the comments saying, yeah, I live 20 minutes from there. I live 15 minutes from there. And they're always getting tickets over there, but not that night because they had this. And so she didn't believe it was going to work either, but she understood that night. And boom, you want to have this. And then right here again, Know Your Rights manual teaches you everything that you need to know about traffic stops and Terry stops, which are police stops on foot. And then right here, this is the public official bonds book. Tells you how to get accountability, go after their public official bond or their insurance when they continue to push their line and violate your constitutional rights. And then it comes with 2 decks of flashcards, Volume 1 and Police Stop Flashcards, Volume 1 and 2. All right, so can't do any more for you than that. I'm hooking you up with all the knowledge you need to protect yourself and your family, because that's where we're moving. That's where this whole thing is moving in the future. We're gonna learn our rights. 1 million Johnny Cochrans, I promise you, it's gonna happen. Either with you or without you. I'd rather it be with you, but hey, you ain't gonna stop nothing. But I hope you're on board with us. And if you want to do that, you want to learn the law for free, make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and pick up one of these beautiful certifications. We're going to teach you the law for free. You take the certification, you get back out there, and you go teach the people. That's the deal. But hey, it's a great deal in my eyes, because we're teaching you how to save your life for the family, for the rest of your future. And all we asking you to do is just pass it along. If that's too hard, then just buy some of the products at knowyourrightsfoundation.org. If you want to support, we appreciate that. And then, you know, we wish you well on that. So appreciate you, everybody. It's hot as hell in here. I'm hungry. I got to go find me some more vegan food. Some more vegan food while I'm still on my cleanse. But damn it, I'm almost off, baby. I'm almost off my cleanse. I got a couple more days, then it's chicken shawarma time. I promise, god dang. But right now, I got to go suffer this vegan food. So I appreciate y'all. Thank everybody for tuning in on this hot-ass Saturn's Day. Appreciate y'all. Thank all my moderators for holding it down in here, kicking out all the trolls, all the laptop gangsters who can EAD. I hope y'all read my shirt, all you laptop bitches, but all you laptop gangsters can EAD, and you had to deal with my moderators. I appreciate you on that. Thank everybody for hitting the super chat and the Cash App, donating to my chicken shawarma fund. I'm gonna save it for my chicken shawarma, I promise. I ain't gonna even touch it till I get to my chicken shawarma next week, but I'm gonna think of y'all when I'm grubbing on my chicken shawarma. So till then, appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Deuces.